Do you want bonus audio?
I think what we've done all day, by the way, guys, is yes and, and now we're just, why?
A cow's life begins, like many of us, as an egg. Squeezed out seemingly at random by the gentle grazer, the cow seems unbothered by its brown offspring.
I had the murder wall. I was trying to figure it out on my kitchen wall with names, post-its, string, and the lot.
Is that brother prick?
I don't know how to do things with my mind.
You've got to find a way to do this. I know it's inside you. You're a silver bow.
Come give it to me, buddy boy.
Okay.
And as he approaches me, I'd like to twist his nipples.
I can tell you for definite exactly where the inspiration for Nancy's came from.
Go on.
Kev will just swallow it all.
Like a good boy.
And if he does get sliced by the glass, he'll just try and start it out. Like,
Well, join the Royal Britannia Patreon. Available now.
I found a kid who swings a golf club like a dream. I'd like to try to qualify him for the U.S. Amateurs.
Coming to Apple TV+.
What's your name?
I'm not into older guys, but I'm flattered.
A new comedy series, Stick.
I don't want to go on this trip. Your mouth's saying one thing, but those eyes are saying something else.
From the home of Ted Lasso.
This is your shot at redemption? This is your mulligan?
Owen Wilson.
This game takes and it takes. The game's finally giving me something back.
Stick.
You know Arnold Palmer?
Iced tea, lemonade, mix it.
I'm missing a nap for this.
Streaming June 4th on Apple TV+.
Ah, Smart Water, now in a sleek can.
This feels cool, literally.
Perfect for social gatherings and on the go.
Should I start wearing turtlenecks?
One sip at a time, friend. Smart Water cans, for those with a taste for taste. Get yours today.
I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same?
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
Ahoy there, this be part 2 of the episode. If you ain't listened to part 1 yet, what be you doing here? Head back over, part 1's available right now. If not, let's get back into the action. Avast!
Yeah, I think Keth is going to cast Pass Without Trace. And what that means is that it's a concentration spell up to an hour.
Yeah.
And you radiate a concealing aura in a 30-foot emanation for the duration. While in the aura, you and each creature you choose have a +10 bonus to dexterity, stealth checks, and leave no tracks.
Cool, that's very handy.
Yeah, so for schnuggling around in the dark.
Let's do some schnuggling.
Are you guys okay to lead the way?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've got dark vision on
Then
me.
a cat anyway.
No, I'll be myself. It's fine.
You just be yourself, man.
Just be myself.
As we're going to go stealth,
I'll be myself as well.
I'm going to, as I've still got a bit of time left on this spell, I don't have to fly, I just have wings. So I'm still me. So I'm going to land next to you and go, are we sneaking?
We sneak.
And then I'm going to just turn light off.
Okay. So you've got to stay in touch.
I'm going to hold. Yeah, so that's why I came up and put my hand on Keth and went, we sneaking? We're sneaking. Light went off and I'm holding onto Keth.
Cool. Okay. I'll lead the way.
And then put my arm out.
I know
holding
it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a seagull still.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not seeing.
Yeah,
he's himself.
Okay. Also,
it's been him.
Yes.
The goggles of seeing in really dark places going on.
Sick.
Nice. Okay.
Now the light's gone off.
Yeah, it's ideal.
Yeah.
So we've got one.
So one person
learning.
Yeah.
Jeff's the only one that can't see.
One blind team member. Okay.
That's fine.
For now.
Yeah, we could have
until someone turns a light on.
I'm gonna start.
Oh, actually, technically, no,
we
I'm
need
not.
to roll stealth.
I'm not actually. I can see because
Are you still dragon?
I'm dragonfall, so I have blind sight. So I can see.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Sick.
Ace.
Let's,
So you can all see. Lovely.
Yeah.
Let's
Get off.
Let's roll stealth.
I just want to hold you.
You can hold onto my pocket.
Oh yeah, roll stealth.
Stealth checks, please.
Stealth checks, everyone.
Everyone.
Wait, that can't be right. I rolled a 21. I must have the wrong
On a
dice.
20-sided dice. That's impressive. Did you roll a d30?
Yeah, I did. I rolled
Yeah.
a 30. Where's my D20 gone?
No, that's not a great roll.
Just pick another one.
Did you say pass without trace gives you plus 10 to stealth?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, what have you got? A 40? Yeah.
26.
So I've got 13, and I get plus 11 to stealth, and then I get a plus 10 on top of that. So I'm still not anywhere near you.
Yeah. Was that a 33?
Yeah, I'm still nowhere near.
Yeah, he's going to have a 40 something.
Nice.
26.
Could have been
with his 10.
Oh,
Plus, you get plus
get an
10.
extra 10.
do I get
The most I
10?
ever
Oh,
could have
wow.
got was
Okay, so
40.
36.
36.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm
More
on.
stealthy than Kev.
I'm on 30.
23. Yeah,
I
I
am
got
half the size.
32, me.
I'm one less stealthy than Keth.
What, 31? Lovely. And 40.
14 plus 16 is my stealth modifier.
Yeah, 30.
Plus the 10 would be the 40.
That's
Yeah, I figured when you
pretty
I
sweet.
figured when your face lit up like that, I was like,
Fucking
oh,
hell.
you've got a 40 in stealth. Somehow you erase your existence. Like,
Everybody
on the way past.
forgets.
Everyone forget. They forgot. Everyone here forgot you even existed. Huh. Did you get here, Derek?
I've
That is
always
mental.
been here.
So the worst one is 31 for stealth.
Yeah.
Right, let's move.
Yes.
And I rolled a 13.
Yeah.
I roll, yeah.
So you make your way across the beach to the door. The door.
Is it an actual
on.
door?
It's a door.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
on.
Okay.
Is it a shut door?
It is a shut door.
Right, I'm going to take the goggles
Wooden? Stone?
Very wise. He foresaw a thing happening there. He got to the door. I've done this before.
off. Yep. They're going back on if there's no
Once
light
the door
inside of
opens,
the
it's
door.
not light in there. Yeah.
Smart move.
So,
Is it a wooden door, metal door, stone door? What are we looking
It's
at?
an iron door.
right.
Iron door.
Okay. Is
Handle?
there an obvious handle?
There's like on like a submarine where you get a spinny wheel,
Right. Okay.
Oh, like in the Delvin.
like a bulkhead.
Like in that
Right.
Delvin lever room.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a okay. I will slowly start turning
Okay.
the door. Yeah, really.
Excuse me.
Can I do like a sleight of hand check to
I
see
saw an
how
opportunity and I took
loud
it.
I am, or
You don't need to. You're incredibly stealthy.
okay, fair enough. I'll just start. What I'll try and do then, just to RP it a little bit. I'll listen out because obviously we're in a cave, so there might be some kind of like drips, like
there are.
creak noises and that kind of thing. So I'll just time it for when there's
You time it
kind of a
perfectly.
rumble in the cave.
You time
and
it
then
absolutely perfectly.
Open it.
It swings towards you.
Yes, there's light on the other side. Good. You did a smart thing.
Yeah, you really
Put the
did.
goggles away then.
What do we see on the other side? Is it a room? Is it
There
continuing?
appears to be a room on the other side. Yes.
Okay.
A room or a roomlet?
A room.
Okay. What kind of room?
Are you stepping inside?
I'm looking through.
You're looking.
Yeah,
You're looking through the door. The door.
The door. We'll look across the door into the threshold. Over the
threshold.
Into the room.
Into the
Yeah.
room.
Lorraine Kelly is here.
You open the door and you look across the threshold into the room. And inside the room, you can see a vast space.
Yeah.
With many, many glowing tanks of a strange liquid
Oh shit.
lining the left and the right wall.
It's a brewery.
They appear to be glass tanks.
Right.
Definitely not beer.
Is there anything floating in these tanks?
You'd have to get closer to find out.
Right.
You'd have to get closer to find out.
Jeff,
Yeah.
is this like the place they took you to?
Do I have any vague recollection of...
You don't remember.
What about me?
No idea.
What about you, what?
Milo.
In the same arc facility. Do I recognise a similar layout of the room?
You don't recognise it.
Is there anything floating in the tanks?
We're going to have to get close to
Yeah,
it.
we get-
Is the liquid opaque? Sorry. I was focused. Sorry. I wasn't trying to do a Milo.
Am I here?
I wasn't trying to do a Milo. I was trying to back up another card.
I think I'm stuck in another dimension. Help me, please. If you can hear this
No,
recording.
But seriously though,
Press one now.
is there anything floating in the?
We don't know. We have
No,
to.
no, I'm joking.
You'd have to get close.
So the liquid's opaque. Okay. All right. Who wants to get me and you?
Can we walk? Like, it's the floor.
I don't know, can you?
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, the floor is it
Lava?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Is it similar to the floor that we saw in the Owlbear Lake facility?
Oh, with them.
No.
Right. Okay, so it's not like one of those that electrified.
No.
Is it tiled?
Is it laminate? Is it vinyl?
It's Condine.
I'm trying to work out, whenever I see like a clinical looking room with big square tiles and like something, you step on one of them, it's triggering something. There's like a secret button under it. So whenever I see a tiled room,
No, it's like a metal grating.
Okay.
Oh, like, yeah.
So like things can be washed easily out.
Yeah. For sure.
What colour's the liquid, sorry?
You'd have to get inside and just have a good look at everything. 'Cause it's,
Have we exhausted everything from the outside?
Right, I'm going to fly in.
You're not going to touch the floor.
I'm not going to touch the floor. I'm just going to fly in.
Good shout.
Because I've got probably got about 2 or 3 minutes left on this.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to fly in, and I'm going to go and try and do a little scan along the wall of the left-hand wall.
Okay.
And then move around to the right-hand wall on the way back to join everyone.
Sure. It's quite a big room.
Would you say I could circle it in 2 minutes?
Depends on how fast you go.
Enough speed, fast enough to try and get round, but ideally to be able to see.
What's your movement speed?
60 feet flying speed.
Okay.
Is he doing a time lap or is he having a good record?
So I can get quite far within the space of 2 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was just trying to do a rough estimate there. Yeah.
But I'd want to go slow enough so I can actually observe. I'm not going I did 10 laps. What did you see? Nothing.
Just there leaving chemtrails.
Just the sweat in my eyes.
Did you see how fast I went? It was amazing.
What did you see?
Oh, nothing.
Sonic boom as he goes past. A
Shatters the tank,
super
releases
stealthy,
the
and then
aliens,
sonic
and all die.
Yeah, so slow enough that I can observe what the purpose of my journey.
Paper blowing off desks on the way past.
For these tanks.
Is there anything floating in them?
No, I'm close enough to see.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
What?
And the
One guy.
I'm sorry?
One guy. Right now.
It's a Reese's piece. One piece.
Well, actually, it's a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Yeah, those are really nice. They are a class chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And if Reese,
unless you're allergic to peanuts, then it's
if
really
Reese's do you want to send me any Reese's peanut butter
Why am I
cups
laughing?
privately?
Yeah, or me.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah,
if you're getting
gluten-free, I'm well into it.
That's true, yeah. That's why they are one of the staple snacks of the weekend.
They are my favourite gluten-free snack. And you can put that on the packaging.
Derek Norwood said.
So, yeah.
Man,
you fly
there's
around this
Derek
room and you
Norwood.
see all these blue tanks.
Ooh.
Blue. They're blue. They're blue.
I just said that, Kath.
Jeff, I'll whisper into the pebble.
Jeff, now that you're close enough to see, is there anything floating in?
Let me have a little look.
There does appear to be something strange floating in each tank.
floating in each tank.
Is it stool?
Shush, Kev.
It's finding out.
There's a giant turd in each one.
There's a giant turd, Kath.
I knew it.
It's all chemical toilets.
Oh, this is
Hence why they're blue.
Yeah.
This one's got a gold nugget in it.
Got me.
I know.
Someone's dropped their stone of fire speech in this one.
This one had sweet corn.
So other than the turds, is there anything else in there?
Strange figures with arms and legs, but they look...
Faces?
Maybe.
Arses?
Possibly.
Torso?
They're essentially donut-shaped.
No, hang on. I'm quite keen about the tanks here, because are we talking like fish tanks? Or are we talking like those big tube cloning tanks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those.
Yeah.
The tube cloning
That
tanks.
makes more sense.
That's immediately what I thought.
As soon as you said humanoid, I was like, oh, those. Originally, I was thinking like a wall of fish tanks.
No.
Okay.
I was like, this is like a horrible cloning lab.
I want you to picture horrible cloning lab when I just when you're visualizing this space. I want you to imagine horrible cloning lab.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So there are individual beings in each of these tanks.
Yep.
Do they look like they're all at the same stage of whatever it might be? Are they all the same size? Any discernible differences between them?
Roll an insight check.
Yeah.
I'll let you do that.
Thank you. Insight plus 9 is 23.
Yeah, I mean they all look at slightly varying stages of whatever it is.
Not necessarily age.
Not necessarily.
Different height sizes.
And
physical.
Yeah.
What?
you recognise any of these figures?
Do they look like anyone I know?
Or you might have seen before?
Creatures?
What I'm
I
getting
guess roll a history check.
Yeah.
What I'm getting
for
at
any
is,
horrendous
I know.
mutants.
I think I know where you're getting.
do they potentially
He
look
wants
like?
to, I don't know. Do they look like Milo or the Sparrow? Possibly you, possibly. Yeah.
Just fucking shut up. Seriously, like all the fucking time you guys do this. So do they look like the AMUs or anything that we fought outside the magic box? You know, like that guy with the swishy sword, because obviously there was something fucking wrong with him.
Yeah, there was.
Do they look like the hooded cloak guys, or do they look like Jeff when he got carted away in the prison?
Right, so basically you're looking at the weird magical people that we've met in our lives
Yeah.
so far. You're wondering if there's any resemblance between them, as in they're being made by the royal...
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we're looking for
Cool.
here. History.
Okay.
Are you now in the room, Milo?
No.
Okay.
18.
18? No, they do not look like any of those.
Okay.
No, not really, Milo.
Cool.
Jeff?
Are they awake?
Jeff, do they look like Delvin?
Fair point.
Both answers to both,
I can say that
please.
straight off.
They're not glowing. They're not glowing.
Are they awake?
Let me find out. I'm just going to knock on one of the tubes. The one that looks the oldest, as in Bunny Rabbit, is the furthest along in development.
Oh, the one who's ready to hatch.
Yeah.
You tap on the glass.
Yeah.
Why would Reacher let us down here?
I'm going to enter the room.
Okay, you enter the room.
I would like to, as I step over the threshold, I'd like to do a quick TC. Are you still flying?
I'm probably on my way back.
Yeah, he's on his way back now.
Okay. I'd like to do a quick TC for any pressure plate.
Sure.
Oh, very good. Very nice.
That's
quite good. I'm.
Hold on, because I've got
to 3.
It doesn't matter.
It's a good line. That's true.
32. Investigate.
You don't see any traps.
What about the next?
I'll start moving in.
Sure.
As soon as I see Derek's walking in,
I think it's okay, lads.
I'm going to land and come and join him.
Cool.
Yeah.
So as you step further into the room, you see all these tanks lining the walls, and you see there's a sort of desk space over to one side where you can see a few desks all put together with paperwork and pieces on them. You see that right at the far end there's another door. Lighting in here seems to almost exclusively be coming from these tanks.
Oh, right.
Doesn't really seem to be...
Is it the liquid that's glowing?
Yeah, it seems like the liquid's glowing.
Still like dark corners.
Yeah, for sure.
But still.
Yeah.
Not invisible.
Yeah. Just stealthy as hell.
Are the figures in the tanks, are they completely submerged?
Yeah, for sure.
So is there any gap at all at like the top?
It's 100% filled.
Okay. 100% filled.
Can I? I'd also like to just do a quick study of the figures in the tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have? So you said they were humanoid.
Yeah.
Right? Do they have
extra things?
Eyes and nose and mouth? That kind of thing.
Very hard to tell.
Very hard because it's quite opaque.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you shape water and do things to change its colour and things, Kess?
I can shape water. I mean, it would mean dropping the old. What have we got?
Pass without trace. I'm just thinking if you could clear up the water so we can see more details, or
yes, I can do that.
Shake it away from its face to maybe wake it up or something.
With it's a transmutation cantrip. So one of the things you can do with shape water is you change the water's colour or opacity. The water must be changed in the same way throughout. This change lasts for 1 hour. There's all sorts of things you can do with change water. You can freeze, you can move or change the flow, or you can form simple shapes.
I think the opacity one's all we're going to go for here.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You can freeze them.
You're going to make it more opaque.
Yeah, I'm going to. I don't know.
And Brown, he put himself.
So yeah,
No.
okay. So drop past that trace.
Okay.
They were
Okay,
still
fine.
all
Pretty
dead,
stealthy.
Dead
Pretty
stealthy.
stealthy.
And then
Plus someone
I
knows
think-
we're here. They've put us here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we were
Reacher
obviously
sent
putting-
us here.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously, doing Reacher thing, it's not just going to send us down the lift. He will drop us to hers and annoy us.
Yeah.
But
He
it's very Reachery.
Yeah, and I don't expect he thought
we could fly.
We would. No, I just don't expect he thought that it would kill us.
No, I think it'd be foolish of him to assume that it was going to kill us.
Yeah, I think it's more of a game. Like you say.
Yeah. Sounds very
while
original.
he's checking out and doing the opacity of the tank, can I
Yes.
have a look at the papers?
Yeah, for sure.
The research papers and
Yeah.
start searching through those.
I'm sure. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for
what is going on here.
Okay.
I'm looking for a control desk if at any point I can.
A control desk
for something that might turn these things on, off, activate,
Oh.
anything that does anything of interest. Something with buttons, basically. A desk with buttons is what I'm looking, or levers. It's what essentially I'm looking. Yeah, I'm looking for a mixing desk of some format. Ideally,
mixing desk.
I just want to be a DJ.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Right.
This was going out to all the people in the tubes.
They all start nodding.
Don't forget those tube shots. Buy one, get one.
Tube shots.
Test tube shots. Audio jump.
What are you doing when this happens, by the way?
Look into the same one that Keth's playing with.
Oh, playing with it.
As he clears the water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like a snow globe.
So, yes, the most developed one that Jeff identified, that's the one Keth will go up to.
Okay.
And he'll put his hands on the glass of the tank.
Yep.
And then close his eyes. And then
Terrible
you'll
way to
start
see.
to see the opacity of the water disappear.
Okay.
To clear. So we can see exactly what it is that's dwelling inside the tank.
Okay.
And what do we see now that it's all now clear water rather than
Horrible
opaque?
goop.
Yes. What creature dwells within?
It looks like a man.
A man.
A man.
A man.
And man.
Just a normal everyday dude.
Yeah.
Just a dude. Okay. Is he awake? His eyes open? Or
No.
closed? Closed.
Not familiar.
Is it a figure that Keth recognizes from his travels anywhere?
Nope.
Human.
Looks like it.
Does he just looks like a human? Any other features on him that would? It's like has he
Not
got
that you
like,
can tell.
I would like to point my finger at the humanoid figure and just cast message.
Okay.
And just shout as loud as I can in my head internally, wake up.
Oh, that's cool.
Wake up!
That's a cool idea.
what happens?
They can respond to that message, can't they?
In telepathy, so in theory they wouldn't have to be fully awake if they're conscious in some format. If there's brain waves, they might be able to respond to it.
Okay. You do that.
Mm-hmm.
And in return, all you hear is
Wow.
Jeff,
what happened?
Jeff, you're right.
Well, what happened? What did you do?
I think they're awake. I just cast message to try and communicate and tell them to wake up, and they are screaming.
All of them.
Oh.
Let me find out, and I'm going to go down the row and do the same with everyone.
you get the same response.
Are they all of these creatures? I mean, obviously the other ones. There's one in the clear water now.
Yeah.
You said there were different stages of development. Are we looking at like?
I'm about to ask for different voices, so not necessarily I want you to do different voices, but I want to know. You know how you can hear
Whether
like
something's a child.
yeah, if
versus
something's a child.
adult.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Do
at.
I hear
you
at any point
female voices? Do you hear children screaming, or do you hear old
Is it the
people?
same voice every time?
Oh yeah, is it the
like
same
a clone
person
of
they're
one
making
person?
the same versions of?
It's
It's not the same voice every time.
Okay. And do I hear various ages
Do you
and
hear different
genders?
accents?
No, not really.
Glaswegians.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
there's a
hear-
Glaswegian one with a lisp. Just the one of them.
Do you hear?
It was incredible. It was incredible. I don't think he said he'd never speak again.
That's the only time.
You're crying with how beautiful it is. Does he hear like different various genders and sexes, or is it all male?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
All male.
No, different genders.
Various.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mixture of genders and sexes and stuff. Okay.
I want to wake him up.
Let me finish reading what this is all about.
Yeah, and I want to find my
Because
control panel.
if it's planned for the ultimate killing machine.
Yeah, fair.
Under no circumstances should you wake them up.
If you wake them up, they might die.
Yeah. I'm also looking for a control panel anyway.
Yeah.
So.
What do I find in them?
Right. So.
Do you want me to do an investigation check?
Yeah, I would like you to, please. Yeah.
Just in time, step lightly, there's a suspicious pool of glitter and glue over by that barrel. Pedro's been inventing again, and I'm just not sure what it is. Something about hover boots 2.0 or marketing synergy. Anyway, ignore the chaos, just join me for your moment with the Dungeon Master. Now, I know I say it every week, but it never stops being true. You being here means everything to us. Without you, Roll Britannia would have been dashed against the jagged rocks of podcast irrelevance long ago. Your support, your messages, your glorious nonsense, it keeps the ship afloat and our spirits high. So, thank you from the bottom of our briny hearts for being part of this weird and wonderful community. All right then. Pedro! I need that shout-out scroll. What now? The boots are still charging. Pedro, they're made of cardboard and optimism. They don't charge. Oh, no, I don't want a demo. Yeah, you're going to fall in a stew or something again. Just give me the scroll, please. Thank you. Now go before Gorgon finds out what happened to his ladle. Listen, I don't know how you got it up there. So, this week's shout-out goes to iHilate, I'm very sorry if I said that wrong, who stopped by on Blue Sky with a photo of some rather wonderful RB merch. An official Cranberry Files mug, no less. Thank you so much. We're so very glad that it brightened your day. And if you want to shout out too, it's easy. Well, it's easier than Keth brewing a batch of slightly flammable ale. Just find us on socials. Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, Discord even. Come and say hello, share some fan art, comment on some stuff, some daft jokes, some pirate-themed pet photos. We love all of it. And you never know, you might earn a spot on Pedro's next scroll of shout-outs. Yeah. And if you love the show and you want to help us grow, then you need to get on with leaving a 5-star review wherever you listen, be it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Podrum, Podchaser, Good Pods, anywhere. Any podcatcher will more than likely have a place very nearby where you can leave a review, and your reviews help other adventurers find their way to us. And I read every single one, and they genuinely keep us going. So thank you very much if you've done so already. And if you're looking to go even further, then good news, you should join the official Roll Britannia Patreon crew. With tiers available from as little as £2 a month, you could unlock bonus episodes, artwork, character lore, behind-the-scenes content, exclusive goodies, exclusive merch, all sorts of treasure available to you, including ad-free episodes. Every single contribution helps us to keep creating the show we love, and hopefully, well, the one you love too, since you're here. So, to find out more about all the tiers that are available and the content you could be getting hold of, and find a tier that suits you and your budget, head on over to patreon.com/Roll Britannia. And don't forget to subscribe as well, otherwise you might end up being Pedro's next test pilot. And I really would not recommend his homemade propulsion system. It's got a scent. Yeah. Wait, what's that on the horizon? Looks like some ships. It's a fleet of sponsorships!
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks, or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Visit USAA.com/bundle.
Bundle savings are off total premium, not available in all states or in all situations. To qualify, auto policy must be active prior to property policy issue, subject to change. Restrictions apply. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay, courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Llegaron los nuevos McCrispy Strips, listos para aventurarse en la mezcla de mayo ketchup, la barbecue que quedó en el fondo de la cajita, hot fudge sundae y en la nueva creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Los nuevos McCrispy Strips, ahora en McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, that's it from me. Glitter is starting to sleep under the door for some reason, and I do not really want to know why. So you just better get back into the action before we all find out. So go on, get back in there. Go!
It's well creepy. This is really creepy.
Christ.
Why is Reacher sent down here? Is it a kill box?
18 plus 13?
31.
Fuck yeah.
But why would he?
A 31
Why would you show us
investigation,
your
yeah?
clone lair?
Because I have expertise on my investigation.
Nice. Okay, so what are you... Sorry, remind me, what are you actually looking for?
So, you said there was various papers and sort of research documents scattered around. Now, obviously, a lot of them won't mean much to me, but if there are any project titles, I want to start there. I want to start with a broad overview, just so I'm sort of looking through anything like... Yeah, I want to start with the broadest overview, so things like, here are our experiment aims, etc. The broad
quarterly
thesis.
goals, that kind of thing.
Yeah, the thesis.
Okay. So the documents seem to be logs. Mostly,
Okay, brilliant.
From
a few sticks in the corner.
Yeah. From one single
branch
tree
over there.
The logs, I'll burn them for firewood.
Yeah.
We don't need those.
No, they seem to be logs from a long-running experiment.
How long?
Quite a long time.
Years. Wow. Okay.
But what's weird is that these documents seem to be quite dusty. In fact, this whole room seems to be quite dusty. Yeah.
When we're moving around, are we leaving... Now that Pass Without Trace is off, are we leaving footprints?
You are,
in the
yeah.
dust?
Well, not so much on the grating, because the grating's not...
Sure, but
you know,
everything
where you're
we touch.
touching the handrails and things like that.
So like when Kev put his hands on,
you would
now
have
a
wiped
hand
off.
mark.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not like it's used every day. It's not been used for quite a while.
Okay. They're in a relative amount of stasis.
Yeah.
Okay, when was the last... What's the most recent
the last
one that I
date
can
compared
find?
to today.
The last date, 10 years ago.
Really?
Whoa.
Okay. Looking through the documentation then, the logs, what's the earliest log that I can find? Just to get a rough idea of...
Well, like how long the experiments were running.
First of all, to get a rough idea of how long...
Maybe 15 years ago.
Okay, so... Wow. Okay, so it was running for a few years and it hasn't been touched. The first log the earliest log that I find, does it outline any purpose behind this place? Any project intentions?
Yeah, the project intentions, it sort of outlines a little what they're researching. They're researching a way of keeping peace.
In what sense keeping peace? In terms of mental control and manipulation,
That's what
or
I'm thinking.
biological engineering?
It's a way of,
or is this
overriding? It looks like a way of overriding individuals' natural tendency towards violence.
Right. Okay. And it is from the context. Am I to gather that they're breeding new people who don't have that? Or are they taking people and trying to remove it from
Is this a prison? Is this an experimental prison? Is this like a bit like in Tom Cruise movie Minority Report? Where they just,
keep them in stasis.
Keep them in stasis,
Yeah, that
almost.
weird,
Troublemakers and that sort of thing.
that weird rack
Yeah.
thing that they've got, yeah.
And it's not like, you're not lobotomized, but you're like all the troublemakers they put in there and see if they can... Yeah, they've been dropped in these tanks to try and change their outlook and then
synaptic dampener
re-released.
kind of thing.
Yeah. My question, in terms of what I'm trying to look for research-wise, still stands the same. Are they trying to breed a new group of people who don't have that impulse, or are they taking people and trying to remove it from them?
Yeah. No.
Neither one.
Neither.
No, it's just not like the subjects aren't like prisoner 1, prisoner 2.
What's the option? The other option?
So if they're not people being taken and experimented on, if they're not being grown, where else to get your people from? If you're not stealing them, you're making them.
Define.
But even then, you're stealing them, aren't you? You're kidnapping them.
Volunteers? people that won't be pissed.
Yeah, are there any
people from prison?
Is there a lab schematic?
No, there's not a lab schematic.
Can I see any control panel of any form?
No.
Okay. I skip right to the last entry.
In identification.
What is the reason that this hasn't been touched in 10 years? Does they mention anything in that?
Or like the last entry?
Yeah. The last entry, does it say like
error alert?
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, there's
We
a
must
fire and we now
evacuate.
have to- I'm just thinking back to the days of playing like Fallout as a video game and going through the terminal data where it's like, God, Frampton said we've got to shut this place down because the budget won't cover it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, don't know what we're going to do with all these floating guys. Probably just leave them here.
I know what you mean. I get it.
No, the last entry in the log outlines that the experiment thus far has seen promising results at first, but several subjects experienced the opposite reaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Intense rage.
Right. The guy in the tank, this is a wild one. Guy in the tank doesn't look like Reacher, does he?
No.
Okay.
It looks like, it
It's
looks
not like a
no
clone
one
of
we
Reacher.
recognise. Yeah.
Okay. So
Any identification on the subjects? Are they called subjects?
Yeah,
Are they
are
called
there any-
prisoners?
They just have numbers.
they just have
There's
numbers.
Are there numbers
how-
on the tanks?
What
Sorry, I'm getting excited.
Yeah, what
I'm just
how many digits is the number?
4.
Right.
Do the digits look anywhere similar to the ones that we found from, say, the dirt specimens?
No.
Okay.
Okay, are the digit this is my question.
That's okay. I've got
Are the
loads. I've got
digits
loads.
sequential?
Yes.
Okay, so they've put like 1,000 people. Is it in like the low thousands?
Yeah.
Okay. They've put like 1,000 people through this thing.
Who?
Whoever controls this. Is there any Royal Guard seals on any of this stuff? Like,
Yes.
It's
so
all,
this
is
is
it all over
government.
it?
Can I
Government
look
organisation.
around to see if I can see anything that would be viewing us in the room? Like scrying stones or
Yeah, for sure, you can look around
technomancy? Because if Reacher's anything to go off, he tends to view things going on. If
Yeah.
he's dropped us in here for a reason, it might be because there's something down here he wants us to beat, to free up this area, or it could be for anything, but either way, he's going to want to keep an eye on it, I would think.
Unless he's not actually affiliated with the Empire.
Is this his house? And we've come in and he's underneath it and he's dropped
This
us.
isn't,
About
this
My
isn't
house.
technically his house. This is
This is
some
summer.
land
Toscobble
underneath
Fiore.
Toscobble Manor. He might, I don't know.
Is this summer
multiple
house?
reasons
Yeah.
why he could have sent us here. It was an old R&D lab, right? Do I notice any doctors' names? Any scientists' names?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but nothing that stands out.
Okay, cool.
Looking over back at Kath will go back to the tanks.
Yeah.
Everything again. Are there any numbers on the tanks to identify the subjects, if you will?
Not on the tanks.
Not on the tanks. Go back to the papers.
Mhm.
Does a particular subject's number keep coming up?
No.
Like a failed experiment, they keep getting.
No.
Okay, it's just that some aren't. And so when it was abandoned, or not abandoned, but left for 10 years, was there any event, or was it just like, okay, well, this isn't really working, we can't really justify it?
Doesn't say so.
Doesn't say.
The last
Okay.
log just says that some of the experiments are having the opposite effect.
Right, and then it's just like it's almost like they left work one day, it was shuttered, and they never came back.
Basically, yeah.
That's really depressing.
I know. I thought there'd be some.
Yeah, that's really.
I don't know what
that's
else we can come up with.
Evil. Okay, so they're not being taken. People aren't being taken and altered, but they're also not trying to grow
Is there
something new.
Is there another door that we can see?
Yeah, for sure.
I think we just keep going. We know this is here.
Before we leave,
But there's possibly more information.
If we can, Jeff, if we can free these
I agree.
people from their torment.
Yeah, I know. But like you said, we know a certain amount of information right now.
You didn't find any control panels.
There's no control panels in here. There's nothing else. We can see these tubes. I think we need to keep going in, and maybe things will become clearer. If not, we know we can come back, and then we'll just, Kath, you could smash
Do you
it.
leave that door open?
I
The one that we came
think
through?
he should lock it.
Do you wanna?
Do one of your arcane locks.
Because you can always unlock it again
Yeah.
if you need to run out.
Okay.
I'll go
In
back
this
and lock
room,
the door.
Before we leave,
Yep.
in this room, how many tanks are there?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
A lot. Like,
Are we talking like
a couple hundred.
Really?
couple of hundred?
Oh,
just
wow.
in-
a big room.
I was thinking like 12.
So when we walk into the room,
I was thinking like 10 to 12.
No, it's a big room.
When we walk into the room, is it like
Every single one of them screaming.
is it like one long
All
corridor?
ones you checked.
Yeah.
And you've got like 100 tanks on each side,
Yeah,
or
50 on
is
each
it like
side. 50 or 60.
Yeah, but is it like a corridor of
Yeah,
tanks?
yeah,
Is what
yeah.
I'm trying to work out. Or is it
I'm
like
just trying to work out the geography.
Like
So,
100, somewhere between 50 and 100 on each side.
oh yeah, I'm not holding to the numbers. It's
Yeah.
just like, so how does the room lay out?
Yeah, it's
So
just a
like
long
a
room.
hatch.
Right, okay.
And then there's there is this, but the one long room, tanks on
Yeah,
each side.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And there's a hatch just like at the other end.
Yep. You got it.
Okay, cool.
Right,
Got that in
should
my
we
head
head
now.
towards
high
it?
ceilings?
It's reasonably, yeah.
Oh,
Quite
is
big tanks.
Is
so-
it?
As in like stone ceilings, or like it's like as in cavern, or like it's been made as a proper
Or is it a metal box
Yeah.
in the cavern?
Bunker
Yeah. It's a
or
it's a
cavern.
metal box that looks like it's been built into a cavern.
Right.
Okay, right. I think then
Let's go to this other
go
door,
to the
right?
next bit.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Cool.
Yeah,
Open the next door.
open the next bit.
You open the door
Yes.
and you step inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Step inside.
Into the corridor beyond, yeah.
Shut
Is
the
it-
door behind you.
No.
What
Just
do we
checking.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's
fine.
fine.
I'd
I'm
rather
not,
just-
I'm not tricking you
Yeah,
into
yeah,
anything.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
checking.
We've shut the other one, haven't we?
The
And
other
then-
one's got his
and he's
lock on
locked.
it.
The outer door's got the lock on. Right?
But we keep the just in case we
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
that's fine.
run. This corridor inside, is it lit?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it dusty?
Yes.
All well old like. I see what
To
you
go
mean.
through the door, was it just another case of
Yeah.
handle open?
Yeah, just
Okay. Nothing.
the wheel.
And
nothing
this is
oh yeah.
just
nothing
a
fancy.
corridor, not the same sort of room.
No, it's just a small corridor.
But they're like bulkheads. If anything went wrong, they could do like a lateral evacuation.
Seal off that
seal it
room.
off.
Yep.
Carry on down the hallway.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does it
So-
go off in front of us? Like we
No,
go,
it's-
so the corridor is that
Left or right?
sideways, left, right.
Left or right?
What do we see down the left-hand side?
Corridor.
Just
And
more
then
corridor. Is there another
right is the
bulkhead
same.
door at the end?
Yeah.
And to the right, is it the same story?
Yep.
Anything in front of us?
Wall.
Just wall. So it's just wall, and then it's
Yep.
door
Okay.
left or door right.
Yeah.
Left or right, boys?
Keth is go left.
Okay, let's go left.
Pick his left hand, and then he's going to turn right.
I turn to the left, and then like, where's
Oh.
everybody? Turn. Yeah, we'll turn right then.
Let's go.
You go
and
right.
Goes, and it's all still dusty. It's not like that
Yeah.
room is old and abandoned.
No,
and this is still
no,
functioning.
no,
It's
no.
all still well dusty.
Yep.
Any like posters or anything up on the wall, or any like I don't know,
Safety in the workplace. Don't
Any
get eaten by the
damage?
ghouls we're making.
any damage? Is there any scratch marks? Any blood? Any Is there
Anything
signs
of note?
distress?
Not so
Outside.
far.
No. Okay.
Just
Okay. To the
Shut.
bulkhead.
Let's go to the right and then
Yeah.
open up the other one.
Open up the bulkhead.
yeah,
Yeah.
Step through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Leave it open.
Leave it open.
yeah. We'll leave it open.
So we've got an escape route all the way to
I
the
think
outer door.
until we know why we would close it, we'll
Yeah.
leave it open.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's fine.
You step inside this room
Mhm.
and you see a room very similar to the one with all the tanks in it.
Does it look almost the same? Like the same?
I would say almost identical.
Except
Same another bulkhead door at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
almost.
Almost identical.
And
What
there's
would you say was
snarling
the
creatures in it.
key defining feature that's not identical?
So,
Tanks are
Is it one?
so
You can't say almost identical. And
I
think
can't say it's almost identical. It's very.
it's either yeah.
It's identical in almost every way,
Oh,
except for one minor detail. So you look around the room.
Yeah.
You see there's like an office space over here with some desks, paperwork, metal grates on the floor. There's quite a lot of dust everywhere.
Sure.
Grate at the door at the far end.
Yeah.
Got a list going.
Just in case.
Bit of blue, illuminated.
Okay. Yeah.
As you look around,
A bit of blue.
God, that is almost.
you see,
identical.
it's very, very.
Yeah.
You see, there's a tank.
Yeah.
Body floating in it.
Yeah.
Tank.
Lovely.
Body floating in it.
Cool.
Smash tank. Smash tank. Tank with the body floating in it.
Okay.
Tank with the body floating.
Yeah. So far.
Smash tank.
Okay.
Smash tank. Smash tank.
Right.
Smash tank.
Office area.
Office area?
Do they have their own like kitchenette microwave?
Yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yeah. All modern amenities.
Nice. Hot and cold running water.
Yeah.
And the
I don't
liquid's
think- I
the
don't know.
same.
The hot
colour.
water might not be working. They've got a smash tank.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
Got a couple of them. Hold on.
Did you hear
Just-
something?
Something seems off, but I can't put my finger.
Are you dripping again? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's what it was.
I thought there was wet on the floor.
Okay, lads.
Yeah.
Sorry. No problem at
Yeah.
all. Can we just go past those smash tanks?
Yeah. Just step over that blue puddle.
Yeah.
Mind the glass.
Yeah. Just watch out for all the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they look like they've been broken from the outside or the inside?
That was what I was going to ask.
Why don't you have a? Why don't you do an insight check?
Yeah, go on.
See
Insight
what
or
your
investigation?
I want to check an inside particular thing.
Are you rolling?
Well, I feel like you. Well, okay. Let me roll.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Investigation, it would be, right? You'd see whether the glass is inside the tank or outside.
Yeah, that's true. You would.
So
And I want to see.
investigation.
Yeah.
+7.
+7. Goodness. Okay.
I want to see particularly if the water inside it is still dripping as if it's just been splashed or if it's splashed.
Right.
Years
Cool.
ago.
Yeah. Good idea.
I want
Is
to
it-
draw my gun.
Is it insight? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Plus 7. For me
Okay,
then, please.
+7. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
I'll draw my gun off. I'll go over to the office space, find a piece of paper, put the gun down on it, and start drawing around it.
Sketch your gun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got to do this.
No, I'll pull out the arcane pistol.
Okay. you pull out
Glad
the
it's
arcane
night.
pistol. Jeff, you look at this glass, and it certainly looks like there's no glass inside the tank.
Okay.
That's broken. It very much looks like it's scattered all over the
Outside.
the floor. And Kath, it very much looks like when you reach down, you touch. Watch out, there's shot glass there. Just around that. Sorry. Excuse me. Don't mind. Pardon me. Move your foot. Thank you. Yeah, that is damp. Jeff, if you watch out for all the glass, Jeff.
Yeah.
Kath wants to just watch out for the figure that's stood there because roll initiative.
From tiny hut dreams to hall grand and wide, they fall through the floor and begin their wild ride. To caverns below and tanks full of dread, where voices scream silent from those not yet dead. With notes of control and rebellion suppressed, they venture too deep in place long unblessed. Who stands in the dark with no hint of Britannia? Well, I guess you'll find out next time on the road, Britannia!
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Do you want bonus audio?
I think what we've done all day, by the way, guys, is yes and, and now we're just, why?
A cow's life begins, like many of us, as an egg. Squeezed out seemingly at random by the gentle grazer, the cow seems unbothered by its brown offspring.
I had the murder wall. I was trying to figure it out on my kitchen wall with names, post-its, string, and the lot.
that brother prick? I don't know how to do things with my mind. You've got to find a way to do this. I know it's inside you. You're a silver bow.
Come give it to me, buddy boy.
Okay.
And as he approaches me, I'd like to twist his nipples.
I can tell you for definite exactly where the inspiration for Nancy's came from.
Go on.
Kev will just swallow it all.
Like a good boy.
And if he does get sliced by the glass, he'll just try and start it out. Like,
Well, join the Royal Britannia Patreon. Available now.